Let me show you the literature review agent from TrialMind. Systematic literature review agent. You can start by beginning a new project. Here, you can specify the project name and description of the research topic. For example, if you want to study GLP-1 on emerging therapy for MASH with fibrosis, and I can put the title there. And then if you want a more precise systematic literature review, you can also add a precision filter. Here we can allow the user to specify the pico elements or just generate the pico element based on the project descriptions. You can see now this patient population for this study is patient with MASH and liver fibrosis, and the intervention is GLP-1 based therapies, other emerging agents. Comparators, placebo, standard care, and other existing therapies. And outcome, we're looking for improvement in liver fibrosis, resolution of this condition, and so on. Now we're happy with this. You can make changes here, or you can go to next steps. Next step, we'll take all this information, project name, description, and the pico elements, and produce a set of keywords. Here you can see the condition terms, such as cardiometabolic risk, hepatic fibrosis, and so on, MASH, and all the different condition term, and also the treatment term you can see as well. And you can add additional treatment term here, but I will just leave it as it is. We can specify the year range. We just look for the last 10 years of study, and you can select clinical trial only or not. Up to 100 paper is good, and then we can start the search. Now we'll search, in this case, PubMed, and to get all these publications from the last 10 years. You can create a paper list for this GLP-1 therapy for MASH term. We could create this list, and if we have other lists, you can load from the list, but you can also go to next step. Now we have all this hundreds of paper, and next step, we will try to find the most relevant studies from this paper list. We have to specify the set of inclusion-exclusion criteria. Here, our AI agent help you to generate a set of those criteria, such as first one, does the study involve a GLP-1 based therapy or other emerging agents for MASH and liver fibrosis. And the second criteria is the study population composed of adults diagnosed with MASH and the liver fibrosis. Is this study a randomized control trial? Does the study compare intervention, placebo, standard care, existing therapy? Does this study report outcome related to liver fibrosis, and so on? Is this study peer-reviewed journal? We can, in English, it's important, we'll keep it. And you can add new criteria if you want, or modify existing one. But once you're happy, you can run the AI screening, and our TrialMind AI agent will go through this paper and read the abstract and trying to determine whether the paper satisfy all these different criteria. Here, green color indicate they satisfy the criteria, and red means it does not meet the criteria. And with this, you can see that very quickly, we already screened more than half of the 100 papers, and just in probably 30 seconds or so, we'll be able to read the whole papers list. And you can see this task alone will probably take human researchers hours, days to go through this long list. And we don't care about this peer-reviewed criteria. I can drop that. And now we could select a score above 0.67, And then from here, we can create another list, or we could just move to next steps. We move to next steps. I select about this 20 papers here, and now we can extract important information from this list of studies. And we already have some suggested terms, for example, number of patients, what interventions, and the primary endpoint. We care about the length of study, the phase of the study, and what else, the findings. And we also cares about, there's the p-value, and we care about the sponsors, but I didn't see it here on the list. We can define extra terms here. We can then go extractions here. So our AI system will go through all this list of papers and start extracting important information that you cares about. You can see very quickly, we can go through this set of studies and extract all this important information, such as number of patient, intervention. That's a very quick demo of this systematic literature review agents. And sometimes you want to, here so far we're just extracting from abstract, and sometimes you do have the full paper. For example, I saw this paper, since my background is AI, I saw this AI scoring for liver biopsy in phase 2 trial. This seems interesting, and I find the original paper, then I can upload that, and then we can try to extract more information from the paper itself. Uploaded that, you can see paper is uploaded, and if we refresh, you can see the paper has been processed. Now we can re-extract some information from here. For example, the sponsor is not listed here. I wonder, in the full paper it's listed, so I can ask our TrialMind agent to re-extract this, and if it would start going through the full paper, and if it's over an artist is the sponsor of this. If you want to see the evidence, you can click this, and you can see that we can highlight acknowledgement here, and funded by Novo Nordisk. If you want to extract something extra, for example, if they're talking about AI scoring algorithm, can you be more specific here? The details about the AI algorithm used in the study, and so that will be a new terms. I can try to extract this from all these studies, but mainly for this paper because it listed AI in the title of the paper. We did find that we use a past AI ML algorithm for NASH, use convolution and graph neural networks. That's great. At the end, you can download all the results, and into a spreadsheet, you can see that all the information about the paper, title, abstract, publication venue, authors, and findings, and all this extracted fields are in this spreadsheet that you can use for your downstream analysis. And sometimes you want to write a study about this, right? So this may be used as a background research section. You want all the citations, so you can copy all the citation in different format, and then put it in a separate document. For example, I'm just gonna bring a empty Word document here, and you can paste all those papers that you just copied to this new file. That's a quick demo for systematic literature review from TrialMind.